Welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans from around the world. It is your host, Galadon, and today, featuring an absolute epic confrontation between two of the biggest names in all of Clash of Clans esports. That's right, it is Tribe Gaming, the World Championship contenders, facing off with none other than Blaze JP. There were so many incredible 3-star attacks in this war that I thought I had to feature specifically two players from Tribe Gaming who just don't get enough press, yet both of these players, starting with Exorcist, dropped perfect 6-packs against Blaze JP, but it gets better. Did you notice as we went through the scrolling names? Yes, both Exorcist and the next player we're going to watch dropped fresh 6-packs, meaning nobody else had attacked the two bases they attacked. They hit it fresh, no scouts, no practice, no nothing, and a beautiful 3-star. So we're going to check out some differing strategies here. First with Exorcist, showing us that mass hog riders do still indeed work. That is right, 42 hog riders, even post-nerf, are going to absolutely annihilate this base. So very patiently, and I have to say, there's a lot of credit here for this funnel being extremely patient, waiting for the Archer Queen so that you know she's going right to the Town Hall. Uses the ability, the Barb King has done his job, the Queen has done her job, kind of what we call the Sui hero. The heroes just go in and sacrifice themselves after the Town Hall and a very minor amount of funneling. And now, look at the multiple finger deployment right here. From 5 different places, in come the Hog Riders, and they're all going to converge on those heal spells. Now the Slammer, I love this idea of bringing in the Slammer late and having it kind of funnel the backside. It is going to help funnel the back end of this base, and that is going to serve to keep those Hog Riders even more tightly controlled in that heal spell. And of course, yes, coming out of the Stone Slammer, none other than more Hog Riders. Beautiful Warden ability right there, and then watch the skeleton fail. Now this wasn't really Exorcist's fault. The Archer Queen jumps the wall after he drops the skeletons, and that leaves 2 full skeleton spell, what do you call it? 2 full contingents, squads, armies, groups. Anyway, a whole bunch of skeletons got stuck on the other side of the wall. They finally get in and take the Archer Queen down. It was a great plan, and it sort of works in that at least the skeletons did eventually distract the Archer Queen. Not sure how much further she was going to path after those hogs, but it didn't really matter either way because overkill against a fully maxed out Town Hall 12 base, Exorcist is going to wipe it out. Look at those Hog Riders spread out right there. That's 300 IQ Hogs. They know that they don't want to stick together. It takes longer to clean up. Sure enough, Exorcist, a beautiful attack, despite the Skelly spells not working out the way he had planned. I do think that this is an army that I need to try because that was a lot of fun to watch. 50 Hog Riders in that attack. Okay, the other fresh 6-packer was none other than Flossie. I don't know why I said it like that. I apologize. You can cringe now or later in the comments. Either way, it's up to you. But Flossie, as you can see, is moving in with a pretty unusual approach with Sui Hero Lalo. Because normally, if you're going to Sui Hero your Lalos, or Lalo your Sui, if you're going to attack with heroes without healers, normally you want them to get in and get the Town Hall. Flossie says, no, I don't need to do that. I've got a plan. So we watch as this plan unfolds. The Archer Queen is indeed going to roll her way in down that little alleyway, and that means she activates the defensive clan castle and is on path to go ahead and take out the defending Archer Queen, but actually, neither one of those things are going to happen. She dies quickly. The Lava Hound moves off, chases after the king, and technically now the Lava Hound isn't really going to be much of a factor. The only other ground units in this attack are a wizard and an archer. So as the air section moves in, you can see that any other threats from the clan castle are gone. Unfortunately, however, the Archer Queen is still up. Now there is a skeleton spell, so let's watch carefully for that. In goes the earthquake. That makes sure that the balloons target the Town Hall. So now the Town Hall is down, and the Archer Queen, she's hiding behind the clan castle, and that is right where Flossie dropped that skeleton spell. But also notice that what happens here, the skeletons are not going to be effective in taking out the Archer Queen, but they do slow her down. They distract her long enough that the balloons can move on and out of her effective range right here. So they're out of the way, and with a ton of haste spells, the balloons move out to take out every other defense in this base, and it's only after all of those other defenses are down that the Archer Queen is no longer distracted, and now she becomes targeted by everybody else. You've got loons, lava pups, even the Warden helping out, finishing off the King and the Queen, and now it's just a matter of cleanup right here. Here go the balloons, there goes the Archer Queen, taking out the clan castle in the core, which is a good thing, because sometimes in these long raids like this, the clan castle can be a difficult structure to get down. In fact, it's probably the single most frequently time-failed building. If you see a 99% attack, there is a high percentage chance that it was the clan castle that caused it. Right here, Flossie, not a problem, tons of cleanup units, and again, this is one of Flossie's 2 perfect fresh hit 3 stars against Blaze JP in this war. Next up, another name you may not be familiar with, Mika the Gorilla from Tribe Gaming, and yes, it feels like a blast from the past. That's right, it's Queen Charge Minor. Mika right here waiting to drop those healers until you've got the balloons in to kind of coconut a little bit. Funneling working out really well, and you can see the Archer Queen is going to move in right after that Town Hall. And so as you look back at the attacks that we're watching today, each one has been very different from the last. And what I think that shows is that Clash of Clans is in a place right now where offense is so strong that if you have the right attack and the proper placement, funneling, spell timing, of course, then you're going to be able to get in there and get that 3-star. There are so many different strategies that are successful right now that it makes the game exciting to watch, especially for spectators, and that is what we are going to see at the end of this month for the Clash of Clans World Championships. That is exciting, but, and it's a big but, it is a nightmare for base builders. That's right, because it's almost impossible to stop attackers right now. That is the thing I've heard from the players at Tribe Gaming. It's one thing to practice attacking. Right now, the work on base building is grueling because of the balance of the game, because of how easy, well, okay, easy is a relative term, not so much for me or the average player, but for these top pros, for players that are playing hours a day at the highest level, Town Hall 12 maxed out, things are kind of easy right now. That's the feedback I'm getting. They're actually seeing more 3-stars than they would like to see, although of course in regular or classic clan wars, you're always going to see far more 3-stars than in CWL single attack style, right? Because you don't have scouts. The scout provides a great deal of value. Of course, the first 2 attackers in today's episode didn't need it, but that just shows you again how powerful these armies are in the hands of a skilled, practiced attacker. And Tribe Gaming, not just a few players deep, there are so many players on Tribe that are so strong right now. It is exciting to watch, and I should say that this war was part of the CWL Elite. This is the privately organized war leagues that go on, that have been literally going on for years before Supercell instituted CWL within the game. And of course, that's where Tribe Gaming got their start as Dark Looters, competing in those private leagues and obviously rising to the top there and continuing their dominant presence. And now we'll see what happens at the end of October in Germany. But exciting to watch. And again, I wanted to show some other players I know you guys have heard of and have seen many attacks from guys like Itsu, Eve Check, Eve Maxi, Vale, and Boom. And those just happen to be the 5 that are going to the World Championships later on this month. We're showing some other attacks from other players, and actually, from what I understand, those attacks from those 5 are becoming highly protected, top secret strategies as they're preparing for the Worlds at the end of the month. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen because, again, the balance says that there's just so many different possible armies to take on any base. And speaking of, let's go ahead and watch Knowledge, one of my favorite players who I did meet in Poland during the World Championship qualifiers, dropping Knowledge on this base. Well, you would call it primarily Hog Riders, but notice you've got Bowlers, you've got a Valkyrie, you've got a P.E.K.K.A, you've got Wall Breakers coming in here, there's a jump spell. I mean, it's a little bit of everything, but obviously he has planned out every single move of every single troop, and as you can see, easy trip into the core of this base. Really interesting, unusual layout as well, and I feel like that's what players are counting on right now, is the ability to throw off their opponent with a base they've never seen before. And again, that's why I do know that Tribe and many of these other top clans are practicing right now and working specifically on base design. Also, we need to remember they have multiple rounds. They're not going to want to use the same base over and over again. So yes, it is a massive amount of work to design and of course play test these bases to make sure that they defend against a multitude of attacks, because there are so many different ways to take apart a base right now, and Knowledge showing it as he drops in these Hog Riders bit by bit. You would expect them all to come in at once, but he dropped in just a few with specific tasks to work their way through the top left half of this base. And now as the remainder of the Hog Riders come in, you'll notice the base is already 50% destroyed, and again we see the late Stone Slammer. This is a strategy that I see evolving, kind of emerging, and that is a lot of players using that late Stone Slammer to get extra funneling done, to take out other key defenses, and of course, to bolster the Hog Rider army with more Hog Riders coming out of the Stone Slammer. Now, the last part of this attack is going to go smoothly, as Knowledge has plenty of horsepower left and a heal spell. Despite losing some Hog Riders to the Spring Trap right there, you see the Archer Queen coming in behind, the Wizards safely being dropped where they can start to clean up, and the Hog Riders, watch the Hog Riders at the top go in to the heal spell. See, Knowledge knew that. Knowledge planned ahead and knew after they took that Tesla out, they would move back into within the radius of the heal spell. But it's not enough. The Bomb Tower combined with the Wizard Tower finish off every last Hog Rider, and luckily for Knowledge, he's got the Archer Queen, and she still has her ability. That's right, so no chance for Zakitsupu's base from Blaze JP, as Knowledge is going to drop another 3-star as this war draws to its final battle. And although it was close, there was a clear victor when the dust settled, when the stars were all tallied up. We will go to the result right here. Knowledge 3-star against Zakitsupu, and the final score, Tribe 66, Blaze JP 61. In a 25 versus 25 clan war, Blaze JP posted 11 3-star attacks and Tribe Gaming 16 3-star attacks. An unbelievable show of force from both clans, and just exciting to watch as Tribe Gaming continues their dominance both in CWL and in Classic Clan Wars. Cannot wait to see the World Championships. As always, thank you guys for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. You're the true hashtag Galafam. I love you guys. Now I hope you can get out there and love each other. Have a fantastic best of the rest of your day. Be kind to other people. Be kind to animals. Be easy on the planet. And of course, all of you, please do come back again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon! Galadon! Tell them to join my clan. I permit it.